Hey everyone, it is Dorothy-Inez and we have finally made it. Paola and I had a little bit of technical difficulties, but we are diligent. We are women of commitment. And so we were going to make this happen for you today. So thank you so much for tuning in to week 2 of the Breathe Summit. And this week I'm bringing on beauty experts, and we're talking about, inside beauty and outside beauty. And so for those of you who don't know me, I am Dorothy-Inez, and I am a confidence and beauty coach for high achieving women entrepreneurs who are ready to show up and shine as their highest, best, and most beautiful self. So today I'm just going to jump right in because we are a little bit behind and we want to get you, to the juiciness. My guest, Ms. Paola Rodriguez. So let me introduce you to Paola before I bring her on. Paola is an entrepreneur, world traveler, foodie, wife, and mom of 2 boys. When you see how beautiful she is, you won't even believe she's the the mom of 2 boys, because she just looks so beautiful and stress-free. She's gorgeous. She is the founder of the Unique World Crafts, a company that empowers artisans around the world and serves as a bridge between them and the U.S. market. She loves to surround herself with beauty, curate unique handmade accessories, and wear lipstick. And let me tell you, girls, she can wear that lipstick. Her lips are fabulous. She is a true believer in the unimaginable. She helps women step into their power, to see possibilities, to live their dreams, and takes a stand for them to tap into their own beauty. She is the host of the Language of Beauty show, which I was a part of, where speakers share their wisdom on finding a woman's unique style to feel confident, free, and empowered to take over the world. Now, she sounds a little dangerous. She wants to take over the world. Let's bring on Miss Paola Rodriguez. Hola.
Hello, everyone. Hi, Dorothy-Inez. Thank you so much for having me.
Hi.
It's an honor, such a pleasure. Thank you.
I'm so proud to have you on. You look fabulous as always. Very Floridian. Okay.
Indeed. I love color and flowers and prints and polka dots and everything. So
for a moment, I thought you said you loved Prince. I was about to, but you said Prince.
Yes.
We made it. We weren't letting anything keep us from making this happen today.
Absolutely. We made it. Thank you so much for tuning in and for sticking around until we finally figured it out.
Yes. I'm loving that lip today. Beautiful.
Thank you.
So I just want to jump right in, Paola. Let our audience know why, how did you get into what you do and why you are so obsessed with beauty? I mean, all things beauty for women.
Yes. So I think it came from when I was little, and my grandma, my mom, my aunt. The other day I was thinking, I've been surrounded with beauty forever. And I remember when I was little, I used to tell my mom what I wanted to wear, how I wanted to wear it, where I wanted to go and buy the clothes. So I remember she would take me to this place where they would custom make the dresses and hats, and even the hats with a matching purse. And so it was all about glamour and being all dressed up and having the shiny shoes and all of that. So I think I grew up with that. And, as you evolve and things change and your lifestyle changes and you become a mom and everything else, or you start working, some of those things, you leave them aside. But I always had this thing of, let's make it pretty. If I'm going to have a glass of water, may it be a cute glass, or put a nice napkin next to it, always adding this touch of beauty. And so that's why I have always been obsessed with surrounding yourself with beauty. And beauty really is many things. So it's not only like lipstick or makeup or having your hair like perfectly well groomed and everything else, but it's everything. It's surrounding yourself with nature, with flowers, with just something that adds a little touch on anything that you're living and where you are.
I love it. I mean, I'm just looking at your aesthetic and how you know, have put everything together. You're like your whole little set. I mean, and this is key as we now are doing a lot more live, right? So having this beautiful aesthetic even on camera. I love the flowers, the teacup accent. It's just gorgeous. So speaking of that, tell us why beauty is so important to have in your home. Why does that matter? Why would someone care about bringing beauty into their home?
So I think it is very important always, not only now that we are staying home all the time and in this crisis or this quarantine, which I honestly don't like to use those words, but if you will, then just if you're staying at home without being able to go out or go anywhere, like surrounding yourself with beauty lifts your spirits, lifts your energy. It makes you feel that you are actually enjoying life, because the fact that you are home healthy and alive. I was thinking the other morning that I was setting my intentions for the day. I was saying the fact that I'm alive is huge. The fact that I have an extra day to breathe and to be able to be home, to have food, that's huge. And so why not make it even better? Why not put some flowers? Why not have a tea in a nice little cup? Why not use like the best china or the best plates or cups that you have in your home that you usually don't bring out because you're always in a rush or because you're always like you don't have the time. So now that you're home, it's so important for you to really enjoy what you have, be grateful, and really enjoy the moment, enjoy your surroundings. So I think it is very important because it feeds your soul and it feeds your being.
I love that. It feeds your soul. So right now, a lot of people are at home and they're they're looking for things to do. What are some things, some projects that they could begin to do right now that would shift the energy of their home? Because a lot of them are at home, maybe alone with a spouse, and even with children. What are some things they could begin to do to bring that beauty into their home when maybe they can't go to stores, they can't, you know, maybe they can't, they're afraid to purchase new things to bring that beauty? What would you suggest?
So what I would suggest, and that's a great question, because, you know, in the midst of chaos and in the midst of this shifting of schedules and having your kids all the time at home, when being with your spouse and whatever that, you know, that relationship is, I think one of the things that works very well is setting up a schedule in which you include your kids, you include your spouse. Like, for instance, with my husband, we are working on a shared calendar, a shared schedule. So he knows what I'm up to and I know what he's up to. And we can coordinate even the space within the house. Like, where are you staying? Are you in the office? Are you in the living room? Like, even like if we were in the office and you have to reserve the conference room, or you've got to reserve a little office. So pretty much the same dynamic, but bringing it to the home. And with the kids, like their time to have a snack, their time to do some drawing, or their time for napping and all of that. And of course, it doesn't always work like on the dot, especially with kids.
Right.
But it brings this sense of I've got it all at least organized or controlled, if you will. So it really helps. And also, surrounding with beauty while they're here, like even beauty could be sitting down on the floor for 5 minutes with them and just cuddling, or even like bringing some laughter if you have little kids. Like, for instance, I have a 4-year-old and a 15-month-old. So listening to them just laughing for 5 minutes, that's beauty. And, you know, if when I used to work in corporate, I would have given anything to be in the middle of the day at home just with my kids. So that alone is a lot.
I love how just real quick, I love how you are shifting the paradigm of what beauty is, because we tend to think beauty as something in the physical, but when you bring in things like cuddling and laughter, that brings in a whole bit of the intangible. I love that.
Yes, yes, absolutely. So it's all about what beauty is and how you see it, and why not a little dance party? Like, for instance, my 4-year-old loves dance parties. So if we have dance parties, it shifts their energy and your energy immediately. So you can do a quick dance party and then jump on a phone call with a client, or just, play with the dynamic and have lunch together and listen to some nice music. Listen to nice music while you're cooking or you're baking something.
Yes.
Essential oils are great. Lighting a candle while you're working. And if you're into essential oils, if you do some lavender and if you do some lemon brings that energy of creativity, of concentration. Rosemary is great too. Now I'm getting into essential oils, but I just love them. But what I want to say is that there are so many things that you have at home that you can use and make it amazing and very, very useful.
Really good ideas. One of the oils I love to use is rose, because rose is such a high vibrational plant in general. And so I love just putting rose, the smell of rose, in my diffuser. So that's another fun oil.
Yeah.
So when we think about being at home, because most of us are at home, what are some things that you recommend that we could do in our physical environment that would shift the energy and bring this sense of newness and beauty to us?
Well, first, I'm wearing a rose, actually. This is a rose, a natural rose necklace, so it's perfect. And to answer your question, I love for that to shift the energy and make us feel that it's a renewed place is decluttering. So even if you do like a little corner of just one drawer, if you do just one little thing every day, it'll bring this sense of clean, this sense of clearing the energy, clearing the environment, clearing the place. And it also clears your mind, because the fact that you complete something, it builds that momentum for you to tackle the next thing. So I love doing little decluttering like every day. I'm not a big decluttering. I have decluttering. I can say that word, decluttering person. But when I do but little by little, it does help a lot. So your closet, your drawers, the kitchen, it'll surprise you when you go into your fridge and you say, okay, let's declutter all this thing.
Yes.
And throw away things that you've had there forever. Like, then it all goes back to just getting rid of the things that no longer serve you.
Yeah, and the other thing I've been doing in this particular realm of creating spaces, number one, like you said, is decluttering. The other thing I've been doing is I've moved around, artwork. Like, we have things that are out in our storage unit, or out in the garage if you have a home, that you can bring in stuff that may be sitting back that you could bring into your home and, create this sense of newness. And how about a deep cleaning? What do you think of that, Paola? Deep cleaning. I know for me, the smell of fresh cleaner and burning incense and a little sage, that just kind of helps to, just make my space, the energy shift, getting rid of some stuff, but bringing in some things that maybe I just haven't seen in a long time because they've been out in the store. Have you ever done any of that?
Yes, yes. So deep cleaning is amazing. Like, I think one of the things that I enjoy the most when it's a deep cleaning is the bathroom. That's the most amazing feeling in the world. I think is just this sense of like you just want to, like I was telling my mother-in-law the other day, like just the feeling that I can be on the floor, like just throw myself on the floor because of how clean it is just so amazing. So I agree with you. The deep cleaning and also moving around furniture or even an artwork. Like let's say I'm going to move this vase from here to there, or I'm going to move this chair from here to there. And I also like doing something, for instance, in the bathroom, like change the towels. Like if you have some decoration, if you switch out the entire decoration, the entire thing, or if you change your quilt on the bed, or if you change the cushions, I like to change the prints. Or if I have very colorful ones, then I can switch them to others that are perhaps like polka dots or different patterns. So if you change those things, you feel like you're in a new home. You feel like you're in a new place. And my office, or our office, I'm sharing with my husband now. We move things around, like books, or even switching like where your computer is. Like even that brings the feeling of you're in a different space. It's not the same over and over again.
Yeah, and I loved how you said that's one of the things I've done is accessories. You know, maybe you can't buy new furniture, but you can change out your pillows. You can change out a photo. You can paint a wall because, you know, like right now, Home Depot and stuff is still open. Just painting the walls changes the whole vibe of a space. That was my girlfriend is an interior decorator, and every place I've moved, she's come and helped me decorate. And so that was one that we changed the bedding because I had the same old bedding. So we changed the bedding. We added new photos. We pulled out some posters that I had, and I had all these Prince posters. And I actually framed them, and they just look gorgeous on my wall. So it's just, you can do little things. It doesn't have to cost a lot to bring beauty and newness and new energy into a space.
Exactly. And if you have pictures around, like you've had the same portrait forever, switch the portrait, switch the picture, just bring something new, change the layout or the setup of what you already have, and it will make you feel, and even in the process, like enjoying the process too, not just like I want to see it all done already, but really enjoying the process and making it very intentional. So the minute you put yourself into it and why you're doing it and what you want to create with that is just magical.
Awesome. Now, you mentioned you have 2 kids.
Yes.
I'm curious how my beautiful friend keeps her space beautiful and you know, because moms are home with their kids and they're running around. How do you do it? What's your secret?
Yes, well, that's I think a challenge. I can't say that my house is impeccable and perfect like all the time, but we do encourage our kids to do cleanup and to really like respect certain spaces and have areas designated for them. Like, okay, here you do Play-Doh, and here you do the drawing, and then you got to clean up. And so we work around the encouraging them, or at least the 4-year-old, to clean up after him and to really keep things organized and set and in order. So the moment you do that, like right after they finish playing or right after they're into it, it doesn't accumulate. So at the end of the day or at the end of the week, you're not running in a house that, like I say, it's like a bomb just exploded here. Toys all over the place and shoes all over the place. So, you know, kids are kids and they're always going to bring stuff. And I can't say I don't find like a little Lego thing going around, but at least we designate areas for them around the house. And we also encourage them to clean up and to help and make it fun. You know, sometimes I play music and I tell them, okay, I'm going to set a timer, and when it goes off, you should be done already, you know, cleaning up. So making it fun too.
Yeah, that's a good way to make it fun. It's like a contest. I remember my mom used to do that to us, and I used to do that when I was a daycare teacher. I'd be like, ready, set, go. Who's going to win the prize? You know?
Yeah.
Make it, you know, making it fun. And then, like you said, establishing habits of how, you know, we're going to play, and then this is what we're going to do. And so repeating those actions over and over, they learn, and then acknowledging them for doing it. So that's beautiful. So Paola, you mentioned, you know, I mentioned in your bio that you curate beautiful products, and you have a show, the Language of Beauty show.
Yes.
Tell the audience how they can find your show and how they can connect with you, and maybe look at some of these beautiful items that you curate.
Yes, absolutely. Thank you for that. Yes, my show is called The Language of Beauty, and I have a group that's called The Language of Beauty Tribe. It's a Facebook group where I'm putting all the content, and I'm bringing guest speakers as well to talk about beauty, and you know, in all aspects of it. And the show ran for 21 days. And I interviewed 21 experts. One of them was, of course, Dorothy-Inez. And we talked about many things, you know, makeup, and we talked about the inner beauty, self-care, self-love, and how to really tap into your inner beauty, your unique gifts, and what you have inside of you that make you so powerful and so capable to achieve anything. And so along with that, I have Unique World Crafts, and that's a company that I founded to empower artisans from around the world. So what that means is I established a connection with artisans in different countries, especially women who had no place to sell their jewelry, their unique hand items, uniquely made hand item accessories. And so I brought a platform to the US so that I can help them bring their stuff and sell it here. So I empower them so that they live off what they know how to do and their talent, and they're paid fair wages. And with that, I bring beauty to people here in the US. So those are items that you will not find anywhere else unless you go through me to the artisan. And they're all colorful. They're made with different, in different techniques, and with different, even some of them are made with local, like pieces, like seeds and local flowers. Like for instance, this one is a rose. I was just
wondering if that was one of them.
Yes, this is a rose. So this is an actual natural rose, and they use a technique that's called lacquered. And so they press it. This is from Spain, and I have different artisans that I'm helping now through this project. So with that, I bring beauty, of course, so it's all related. And you can find me on Instagram at The Language of Beauty, and you can find me on Facebook as The Language of Beauty Tribe, and thelanguageofbeautyshow.com as well. So you can watch the interviews, join me on my Facebook group for more content and my newsletter, and also purchase the items at uniqueworldcrafts.com.
Beautiful, beautiful. I have enjoyed having you on today. I hope each and every one of you listening was blessed by what my sister Paola shared today. Check her out on her Facebook, her Instagram, and her website. Thank you so much, Paola, and thank you for all of you that tuned in today. Join me on Friday when I am going to have guest makeup artist Josh Torres. He is one of my beloved friends as well. I am going to be bringing him on, and we are going to talk about beauty matters. So I'll see you on Friday, 3 p.m. Have a great one, everyone.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me. Have a great one.
Thank you, Paola.